After a widely reported desire to leave Syria in 6 months, the president has apparently been convinced to keep U.S. troops in the war-torn country. CNN Global Affairs correspondent Elise Labott is joining us now. Elise, you reported President Trump was irritated when his top military brass told him withdrawing too quickly from Syria would be unwise. So who's claiming to have convinced him?
Well, Anna, that's right. President Trump wanted a much larger military action against Syria to, kind of be a little bit more decisive. His military advisors were saying stay very focused, very limited in terms of the chemical weapons so as not to escalate things with Russia. Now we understand that French President Emmanuel Macron told him the same thing. We know the two men spoke Monday and have spoken throughout the week before that strike. Take a listen to President Macron of France just speaking to a French television network about his conversations with the president.
Le président Trump
President Trump said he would like to withdraw from Syria, but we have convinced him that it's necessary to stay there. I think that, diplomatically speaking, these 3 strikes, which is not the most important thing, we convinced him through that he has to stay. And we also convinced him that these strikes had to be limited to the chemical weapons capabilities.
And we know that, President Trump doesn't like to be told that he's convinced of anything. And just last week, President Trump was talking about getting out of Syria. But, President Macron has been one of the few leaders, Anna, that he has formed a really close relationship with. And I think the message there is that France will step up with you, as other nations will, to make sure that the U.S. isn't carrying the burden alone. And as we know, French president is coming in less than 2 weeks for the first official state visit of the Trump administration. And the French think that this, joint coalition is really going to solidify their bromance, if you will, before the president's arrival.
My, oh my, how their relationship has evolved since that first,
Very much.
gripping handshake we all witnessed. Exactly.